Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Alana and today is a kind of lifestyle update on my life kind of video. I kind of somewhat use this channel as a bit of a sort of diary for my life. And this is the first video that I'm going to do really that's going to talk about kind of me and my plans for life rather than my past experiences. Here are some tips kind of videos. And the video is going to be all on my first term of second year at university. So at this point when I'm filming, university got quite about 2 weeks to go before I start. So I've kind of been thinking about my plans for next term, what I kind of want to make out of it, reflections from last year and some of the new things that I'm going to be starting, which I kind of wanted to share with all of you. So I don't know how many people are going to watch this, but you know, if you're interested in what I'm going to get up to next term, then listen in, grab a cup of tea or hot chocolate or coffee or whatever and enjoy. Though, don't get a cup of tea or coffee if you're watching this when it's uploaded at 5 PM because you shouldn't have caffeine that late. But I hope you enjoy the video. One of the things that I'm kind of most excited about next year is starting working with a group of volunteers called Night Safe. I heard of these back in freshers / week 2 of university, first term, first year, and I heard of them and I was like, I've got to join these. And it took me ages to work out who they actually were, had to ask a lot of people, eventually found out. I then did a shadow shift with them, I then had an interview and I got the role of volunteer. So Night Safe is a group of students and they are run by the Students' Union, and we go out on club nights at the university and we kind of administer first aid, kind of a bit of TLC I guess. I did a shadow shift but like nothing happened, so I don't have the best idea of what I'm going to be doing, but I kind of called it like a little bit of a paramedic role and my mum calls it the puke patrol. So next week I'm getting 3 full days of training where I have to do conflict management, mental health first aid and some general first aid, so that kind of gives an example of what we're kind of getting to be doing. I'm really excited about this because for a while I've kind of wanted to be a paramedic. I don't know if it's a career that I'm actually going to pursue for like a variety of reasons, but it's a kind of a way to explore the paramedic life and get the kind of medical side of a night out rather than having to do the night out. The next new thing that I'm going to be starting this term is barbell. So my friend at my old flat did barbell last year and she was a rower before and I don't think she had really done anything to do with barbell. She said she'd done a bit of weightlifting and that was it, but she was a complete beginner and now she's doing really well. She's like a tiny little thing, but she is so powerful, it's like impressive, like it's really inspiring. So she did that and I was like, I want to have a go. So they run a 6-week training course in the first term of university and she signed me up for that, so I'm going to give it a go. I've never really done anything to do with weights before, only really cardio, so it's going to be very different from things that I've done before. But one of the things that they will talk about as a society, from what I've kind of researched, is a lot of people go to the gym to get this like nice body, whereas their focus is on strength and kind of using your body to be as strong as possible. And I like that, having that mental strength and also having that physical strength. So that's something I'm going to try. Might love it, might hate it, but I'm really excited to see where I can go with that. So that's the kind of other exciting thing that I'm going to be doing in my life. I'm going to be continuing going to knitting and Octopus, so that's going to be fun. I'm quite nervous about going back to knitting because I know there's going to be a lot of new people there who don't know how to knit and crochet, and if I go I'll be kind of expected to teach them. I have no obligation to go because I'm not in the committee, but I think it would be harsh of me to not go. I feel like I've kind of got a responsibility to go, but I do like knitting when there was only like 5 or 6 of us, and it was really chill and low-key, and that's something that I really want to go back to. And it will take a while, but I know it will get there. It's just going to be chaos for the first few weeks, and I feel like it won't be like this safe knitting place that I know, but I know it will come back to that, so it will be okay. Just got to be a friendly face, I guess, and teach people, which I don't really know if I can do, but I'm gonna try. I'm also going to be moving into a new house next year, so I'm going to be living with okay, I'm really sorry about the dog in the background. Lisa's tail is kind of covering him up now. So I'm living with someone that I lived with before in my first flat, and then 2 new people. They will be 3 years older than me, so that's good in a way that they're kind of more mature. But going to be living with them, so that's quite exciting to be living in a house, a homely environment. I am quite nervous about it because I don't know 2 of them, like what if we fall out, that kind of thing, and it's a closer knit environment, so it's not like accommodation on campus where you can like easily move and things like that. You don't really have that option, but they seem really nice, they seem a lot more me, and so I think it should be okay. By the time this video is released, whenever it is released, I will have moved in, and I will like show and share photos of the house, but it's going to be like a new filming location, so that's going to be cool. But I am really excited about that. It'll be kind of like a family away from home, and living in another house will be cool, but I'll be responsible for a house. That's scary, like bills, landlords, eek. When something goes wrong at uni, you just like fill in this form saying, come help, come fix my room. What do you do when you have a landlord, you know? But one of the girls has already lived there, so it will be fine. She says it's a really nice place, and I don't think they would say bad things about a house because she wants to live there for another year. And we've seen it and it seems nice, so it should be fine. When I went to university, I had a boyfriend, and as a result my Sunday was my day off, so I didn't do any university work. It was the day to spend with him and do whatever really. And then after we broke up, I ended up still doing university work on a Sunday, partly because I saw more people throughout the week and I was doing less in the evenings because I was just so drained from everything, because I was like quite low in mood and things like that, so I kind of had to use the weekend, and also as a way of kind of distracting myself, so filling up that time. So I was working weekends and it just wasn't really great, so I want to go back to having that Sunday off, but I don't really have a boyfriend to fill it with, which is fine. Like, I don't want a boyfriend to fill a Sunday with, so I want to keep that Sunday off, and I want to have it as, I'm going to call it a Sunday creativity day. So that's a day to really focus on my sewing, my knitting and crochet, and YouTube as well. So that's my day to kind of film and edit. So that's going to be Sunday creativity day, and it's also going to be a day to just see friends and things like that. I think if I have to use it for work, you know, I will do that, but for the most part I want a day off, and that's going to be my rule, is to have that day off. So I'm quite excited for that and just to see how it goes. I'm really sorry about the dog, but I don't really want to make him move. The last thing that I want to talk about in this very rambly video is just my general thoughts on second year. I am quite nervous about it because the work does start to count this year. I think what helped me through first year was every time I was like, well, it doesn't actually count towards my final degree, so I really only need to get 40%. And I did much better than that. I always got over 50, but then it was that kind of mental mindset. I could tell myself it didn't matter, and I think that helped, whereas this time I'm like, it does matter, help me, but I know it will be fine. I just need to work on, you know, calming down and things like that. And the good thing with university is it's not like you only have one shot at everything. You've got so many different components to your degree that one bad thing won't make a massive difference to your overall degree as such. I have done it though, so I have more credits worth of stuff in the first term, so that it kind of gets easier each term, which is good. I like that idea because I think you get more tired as time goes on, but I am quite nervous. But then I have had first year, I need to know to stay on top of my work and be organised and just more productive with my time and just be more better at like time management and things like that, which, you know, will come with time. And I've just got this more responsibility of like being DSO and things like that, so I am quite nervous, but I am really excited because I'm doing the modules that I want to do. I've got like lots of extracurricular stuff to do, I have friends, and so in general I am really excited to go back, but I am quite nervous in terms of like the academic side. But I think it will take a few weeks to get into because it's going to be sudden change in environment from being at home for so long to suddenly being at uni. But I technically have like 2 weeks to get into it before the workload starts, but I will try and start doing my reading and stuff before, you know, lectures start. But it should be fine, but we're all human and we all get nervous about things. But, you know, people get through it, and I've done 1 term already, which I think, sorry, not 1 term, 1 year, so that shows me that I can do it. But like, everyone does say, oh, the work gets harder in 2nd year, but the difference is that it's kind of more enjoyable, so you get through it. And in the first term, in the first year, there were times when I thought, there's so much work to do, how can I cope? And then when I actually looked at it, I didn't have that much, and once I kind of got the support that I needed, that really helped in terms of like a note taker. And I have a mentor that can help me with time management and things like that, and just hopefully things won't be as bad as they were, you know, last year. At times things were really tough, and I don't have a boyfriend of 4 years anymore and I'm not gonna have a boyfriend of 4 years for a while, so I'm not gonna have to be dealing with like a breakup like that. I'm choosing who I'm living with, so I'm not gonna have any nasty stuff going on in flats and like moving, so it should be okay. Learn from mistakes. So yeah, that was one very long rambly video, sorry about that, but it kind of, I wanted to have that kind of sit down video where I just sort of talk at you all for a bit to just explain my kind of plans for next year at university and showing what I'm kind of nervous about and that I'm gonna get through it. I can do it. Sometimes I feel like when I post videos I sound like I know everything that I want and I'm this amazing person. I don't know, I sometimes feel like giving all this advice to people and like my experiences. I'm like, who am I to give this kind of advice? And it makes me sometimes sound like I have everything sorted when I really don't. I am a vulnerable person and I do get scared and sad and low, but I'm just kind of telling you my experiences that have got me through before and will get me through again. And I have got these, hopefully will have a stock of videos lined up so I can really focus on getting back into university and all of that, so that I'm not having to think about presenting to others. But yeah, I am excited to go back. Got 4 more sleeps to go and then I'm back at university, so yay. But yeah, I've got a busy day today. But yeah, hope you guys all have a fabulous week and I will see you all next week for another video. Goodbye!